Ladies and gentlemen, we have in this corner standing from Akron, Ohio, the undisputed, undefeated.
He said, bad bitch, point her out. Where she at? Baddie. Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. There she goes. See a bad bitch, point her out. Where she at? Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. There she goes. Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. Point her out. Where she at? Point her out. There she goes.
All right, what is going on, Entertainers? So I'm coming with another video. We do it at Baddies USA. Y'all, I'm not even gonna get on camera for this recap because this recap was pure BS in my opinion. Like, Baddies has officially, I feel like, lost its plot. Like, I don't feel like there's no discussion about it. Like, it really has lost its plot because now the girls are just meeting up to squabble. We're not even doing no excursions or nothing. It's meeting up to squabble, perform. That's it. The only way they'll be able to fix this is if they do a residency. Without a residency, they're never gonna fix this, okay? Because we're sick of the sisterhood of the traveling baddies, okay? We're sick of it. Now, Natalie ends up opening the episode. She ends up meeting with the OGs, like the OG leaders. That's what she calls it. You would have thought it's like Girl Scouts or something. And Natalie's just like, oh, I heard it was like 27 fades. Okay, that's a lot of fades. I'm gonna have to like really regulate because there's a lot of squabbles going on. And then they end up bringing up Camila. DTB was like, oh my God, Camila got tore. Rolly starts making fun of Camila. She like, oh, you remember what you said? Long Beach this, Long Beach that. Child, Camila finna get on Twitter at 2.5. Y'all remember when Camila called Rolly a bison? She was like, fuck you, Rolly. You look like a bison. She gonna call you a bison again, okay? Then they start asking Bahati about, their baddies gone wild girl. She's just like, like, fuck them. They could eat my ball. Like, I don't care. They could eat my ass. She starts talking her stuff. And then they start asking Nick about Kanaya. The type of pressure that Neek has against Kanaya, it will never make sense to me. Like, I really feel like it's a lot of jealousy there. And what's crazy about it to me is, if you really want to be honest, Kanaya was the one that was really checking for you or in your direction at the end of the episode when you was getting squabbled down, making sure you were somewhat okay. When Egypt, the Uge, was nowhere to be found. So I find that to be very interesting. DTB ends up bringing her beef with Fauna, which, oh, by the way, I want to talk about DTB real quick. What happened to DTB recently is the reason why I don't be pre-announcing nothing. And I really feel bad what happened to her. She recently announced that her song was going to be on Scary Movie. Scary Movie ends up dropping. They end up cutting her song from the final edit. When it comes to movies and shows and stuff like that, you really gotta wait till it airs before you say anything. I felt bad because DTB went on record and announced it to the shade room and all that. And I feel like a lot of people pray for it to not to happen. And look what happened. They ended up cutting it last minute. It sucks. But once again, like, I feel like she should have waited till the movie dropped and then said something, because then it would have already been out and then nobody could really, like, feel me, like, pray negatively towards it. And the way these movies work, they really edit and cut to the last minute. I remember looking on like websites like Actors Access, and they were filming a Scare Movie like up until months ago. So this movie had a lot of post edit work. So I kind of wish she knew that before saying anything. So it sucks, but she gonna get it. Another opportunity just as big as that one day. I just hope she don't say nothing before it's like solidified for real, for real. Next thing you know, she talks about Fauna. She's like, oh, I saw Fauna did an interview and she was like, she don't gotta fight no more. She could relax. And I told her, keep her home. If Fauna really did say that, that's crazy as hell. We all know Baddies has become a fight camp. So what makes you exempt from becoming a part of the camp? You better take it up with the pepper. If everybody else squabbling, you gotta squabble too. If we complain about Tasiki, you gotta get in there too. So I do agree with DTB. And here comes Natalie. She's so full of crap. She's like, so like, I'm not gonna lie, it's so many girls this season. About 10 of them I'm gonna send home. Yeah, 10. In her confession, she's like, I'm so capped. I ain't sending 10 of these girls home. I'm like, of course. Y'all lost the plot. Of course. Y'all gonna add 10 more. To be honest, all them gonna come from the street. You feel me? 10 outside onto the show. So of course, Natalie. So Ivory is there, and y'all, Ivory body looks so good. New body, new bands, new body, new body. The throwback uh videos of her and Dolly squabbling in Africa, it threw me because y'all, that Ivory was a big body Benz. Oh my my. I'm talking about back was a wide girl. Okay. Dr. Kurz really did her a favor. Dolly is a pulling up blue hair and all, y'all. And she like, man, this Ivory wanna beef with me. I know when I told you get your body done. I told you get your body done because I'm not a hating ass bitch, and I'll be encouraging you to get your body done. So she is a walking up, and she like, what's up? How dirty can basically how dirty can the D get part two? Their beef to me is so old. So it wasn't entertaining to me. The only thing that was entertaining to me was Dolly and her mouth because Dolly's so damn country. So it was funny as hell to see her and Ivory go back and forth. Ivory immediately stands up, and y'all, she is in ballet slippers. Abby Lee would be quaking, girl, because now the girls are bringing ballet to baddies, right? Ivory has her ballet slippers and a little mini skirt, looking like she about to do a duet with Maddie. And she starts getting into it with Dolly. The way she was squabbling Dolly down, I was like, oh, that new body, new beans is helping her out because she's quicker, she's swifter, she's faster. Okay. You feel me? She sticks and moves with a lot more of a fast pace. So it's a lot harder to get her like it was in the past. So I think Dolly kind of realized that. Now that second round, I will say she was like backing up quickly to avoid Dolly's hits. That's one thing I did notice. She was like backing up quick to kind of like avoid Dolly running back into her. So I feel like if she wasn't running back so much, Dolly probably would have got that second round. All right. So that's what I think about that. Then we end up seeing them like start talking back and forth and stuff. Dolly like, man, you gave me a nod, bitch, but I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you for nothing. Ivory ain't nothing. Ivory, I feel like wants to be cool with her. Apparently, as of today, they are cool. This is what we see on social media. They're following each other, liking each other posts. I feel like their beef. To me, I blame it on Ivory because Ivory, you switched up. You switched up. I feel like she switched up quick. One thing about Ivory, I feel like she switches up on people quickly, but y'all don't call her out on that enough because that's y'all favorite. So if she switch up or do something shisty, y'all not gonna say nothing because that's Big Ivory. Y'all do that a lot when it comes to these shows because it's somebody that y'all like. Y'all like, ooh, they cute. That's big such and such. That's big. Da da da. They cute. Da, da. And they could do the most shisty stuff ever, and y'all say nothing. Although she snuck her in the club, I just feel like what she was doing, and when Dolly used to be squabbling and she used to be coaching the person that Ivory squabbling to that Dolly squabbling to kind of beat them up, anybody in Dolly's shoes would have been mad. I don't care what nobody say. And in my opinion, they really got beef like that. They was laughing at and everything when they was reading each other. She like, man, Ivory like, you cigarette smoking ass. She like, man, yeah, I'm smoking on you. That's what I'm doing. I keep smoking these cigs on you. Bitch, give me a black and my start puffing in your face, Ivory. Big blowfish head ass bitch. You about big as a bear. But I do fight bears. If I'm fighting a grizzly bear, you better say the bear. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they do to me do not hate each other as much as some of the other people that they're beefing with. Dolly, put that cig down. Y'all know how I feel about cigarettes. I cannot stand a cigarette smoking 304. Y'all are killing yourselves. I don't get it. Okay? Pick up some ganja. But cigs, I don't do. It's just a note for me. Okay? Next, we have Mariah and DJ Sky. DJ Sky, DJ Sky.
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this.
That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because
Why you do that?
I do what?
That was one of the biggest disappointments and it's not even just because she can't fight. It's the fact she let Mariah play in her face. Because not everybody and not everybody on these shows is a fighter. Let's start there. Boom. It's the fact she let Mariah play in her face. And not only that, it's the fact she came dressed to the scene like that. You basically tried to get her jump in a whole nother city. LA, and you brought your goons with you. What did you think was gonna happen in this scene? Miss Sky was dressed up like a whole new world, Aladdin. Okay, as if she is going to be on a Disney tour, a Disney princess. Okay, as if she is about to go meet children. All these long ass fabric, a big ass chain, and then Mariah came in literally in like a one piece, ready to squabble. I just don't get Sky. She's sitting down. She's like, okay, Mariah, what's up? Chapter one. We're in a new chapter. Sky, this isn't Housewives. What are you talking about? Like, do you not remember what you just did? Like, did you forget? It baffled me because I'm like, this girl is really tripping. Like, be aware as what's going on, okay? Be encouraged no matter what's going on. You'll make it all right, but you better run in face. Like, it just blew me what she did. I'm like, this girl, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You about to sit down with somebody that you literally tried to one hit with a mic and you got jumped. All right, so Mariah at this point, she wants an apology. She's like, so are you going to apologize? Child Sky looked at her like, apologize for what, right? So then next thing you know, Mariah hops over because she felt like she was taking too long. She started buka baka baka. She started beating on that damn Sky head like a tambourine girl. She boot, 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 boot. She started beating up on her head. That damn Sky get up. She flips her hair back, right? Then they standing up. Here goes Sky. Mariah. Mariah. I'm like, oh my God, you're not standing in line for a Target freaking merchandise. What are you talking about, Mariah? As if she's in your way. They start getting into it again. This time, DJ Sky kicks Mariah so hard, she had to use her inhaler, girl. She couldn't breathe. She like, oh, you just kicked me and I got asthma. What was funny was when she kicked her, Mariah like grabbed a piece of the fabric. So she kind of like she went with DJ Sky. DJ Sky grabbed the fabric back. It was so funny, y'all. Oh my God. Then they stand up again. And Mariah's like, you know what? I'm gonna get you again. Come on, Kickster. Come on. She started getting her. She boop, boop. I don't get DJ Sky too, because it's like Mariah's so little. It was like a chihuahua beating up like a Rottweiler. Because DJ Sky's so tall and burly. Like, it's Mariah's just like she's just miniature, right? So it's just odd to watch. But not everybody on these shows is a fighter. Not everybody in life is a fighter. So hey, she's like, "Oh, Sky, I'm gonna get you all season just for that kick. All season." She puffed her inhaler. She puffing her inhaler, y'all, because at this point she can't breathe after that kick. So she's standing there. She like, "Okay, so now that I got you, do you want to fade?" And then she's like, no, I've been not wanting to. I didn't want it in the first place again, Mariah. She's like, okay, cool. That's what I thought. So this guy's like, I've never been though. But I'ma still be the DJ. She just talking as Mariah's leaving. Mariah turned around like, okay, I let you have that. I did what I did, but you keep talking. She walking up to her. I get what Mariah was doing though, because it's like she already kind of let you live and you still trying to like get the last word in. That's the slick stuff they be saying DJ Sky be doing. But at this point, Mariah tried to like get at her, but DJ Sky wasn't going this time. She started swinging. I said, "Go DJ Sky!" Okay, spin them turntables. You feel me? Like she wasn't having it this time. You feel me? Like she actually was trying to like, get somewhat of a lick back. Okay, she beat to the point where when they start squabbling near the fireplace, I was kind of like, oh no, like you feel me? Like I'll be looking at stuff like that. Like, what if her head went in the fireplace? Was that like one of them digital fireplaces? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? One of them fireplaces that's behind like a glass, or was it like a real fireplace? Because her head could have easily went into that fire. So this time, DJ Sky's around the corner near like this glass door, slide through glass door. Here she goes. Leave me alone, Mariah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Mariah's like, okay, I'm not a bully, so I'm not gonna get you, bitch. I'm not a bully, so I'm not gonna get you. DJ Sky runs to the glass door and she like, okay, so I'm gonna get you now. You know, F it, I'm gonna get you. You better run. Mariah proceeds to sort of like act like she about to run. When I tell y'all DJ Sky took off so quick, y'all, I was like, this scene is so embarrassing and it's a mess. That DJ Sky ran like she just saw a roach, girl. At one point, y'all, Mariah done gave that girl a souvenir, girl. She gave her a souvenir time. And then here come DJ Scott talking about, oh, I'm not a hater and all that. Man, F all that. My whole thing is, one thing about it, I'm not finna let nobody play in my face more than once. Like, you got it. You feel me? Like, no, okay. She talking about she took the shirt talking about, oh, I'm aware on during the set, I'm aware it on your set. I'm gonna be a background dancer and all that. Like, why are you kicking and laughing for with somebody who just like low key tried to clown you? I don't know. I just can't do that. Maybe because I hold grudges. Like once you do some funny ish, like it's F you forever. Like, sorry. Sorry. It's just like I don't get her, but hey, that's once again, I just feel like these shows are just not for everybody. She's looking in the mirror, she's trying to save the embarrassment, talking about still pretty, like DJ Sky, okay? And that was pretty much them two going at it. I really feel like it was pointless, but also it was needed for Mariah because what happened to Mariah, she was going to get her back either in real life or in the show. So DJ Sky better be glad it was on the show and not in real life because they wouldn't have been as much security. Let's talk about that. So y'all, it's time for a house meeting, right? In the house meeting, we have Mariah already there, Natalie there, Dolly came, and as they're sitting there, they're waiting for the girls to come in. Here comes Biggie and Tasiki. So Dolly's rap, I call it rapping country. You don't hear nothing but Dolly just ranting on. She like, man, Biggie, I got something to say to you, man. Bitch, you talking about me having my panties on dirty in the tub in the shower, but you had your tampon string hanging out when you was in the jacuzzi. Yeah, you had your ass wobbling over, shaking over the tampon string, swinging to and fro, and your nasty ass was nasty and dirty in that jacuzzi. But I ain't even say nothing because I ain't even like that with your nasty, dirty ass. Now, for what I remember, it was told Dolly was supposed to get Biggie at that reunion. This is what I really think happened. Dolly told Lex to get Biggie. Like, of course, Lex wanted to get Biggie, but I think she encouraged her to do that even more because of the whole panty situation. When she was like, "No, Dolly," like that whole thing. That's what I remember. So I'm surprised Dolly didn't get her because the way Biggie was going on about how like Dolly kind of nasty and all that, like if she got her, I wouldn't have been mad. I ain't gonna lie to you because you was doing a lot about that, Biggie. So that was the one person that really should have got you, and she sort of like gave you grace. Okay, give me 10. She gave you 10. And another thing too, does Biggie have like a no hit clause? I know she's gonna get hit by an outsider, but like I'm just surprised it's been these few episodes and nobody has touched her. You feel me? Now that she's Zeus, music royalty, can she not be touched or something? That's what it's looking like. So then the rest of the girls start trolling in or whatever. And y'all, one of the people that end up coming in, y'all, is Lex. Now, Lex, baddies, baddies. Okay, it must be a. I gotta read you real quick. Let's talk about the fit, okay? Because no shade, Big Lex, I'm not featuring the fit. And the reason why is because the fit looks cute, right? It's just the shoes. And that's what is wrong when it comes to Big Legs because she'll have like a nice fit and then she'll have like either like the shoes or the heels be like throwing it. So this is what I'm y'all don't care. The girls hate me anyway, so it don't matter. But this is what I'm referring to, y'all. Now, Lex, you know you could have did better with like come on down. It's just the shoes. You get what I'm saying? They're a little pointy. You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit, they're a little bit sharp. I'm sorry, y'all. They're a little bit sharp. Okay, they could take out an eye. I'm just not a fan of the shoes. That is what is throwing me completely with. Okay. I just wish that she picked a different shoe because besides that, the fit in itself though is cute. Okay. This is what I refer if y'all don't see the tip of the shoe. You feel me? Like I'm sorry. And Lexia is a cute girl. It's just like when it comes to dressing, there's a little. It's always something off on the fit. It's never the whole fit. It's just one thing. It's either the top, the pants, or the shoes. It's one of the three that's like it's just completely off. Okay, but besides that, she looked really really cute, y'all. Fauna ends up coming in, y'all, and Lex kind of pushes Fauna's chair to the left. I will say, as much as y'all don't like Lex, her beef with Fauna is completely valid. Let somebody has used mace on you, you would be feeling away too. So for y'all that don't like Lex, just because y'all don't like Lex, y'all need to be a little bit fair. Biggie comes in with Tasiki and Dolly like, yeah, so like, Biggie, you got beef with Lex? You and Lex for the talk it out. What's up with you and Lex? Whole time in this episode, Dolly was instigating stuff and trying to be funny, and it was hilarious. Okay, so she like, what's the beef between you and Lex? You still beefing with Lex? Or you cool with Lex? Like, what's up with that? So then that's where Biggie like, oh, like, bro, I ain't got no beef with her nothing, but like, she started talking while Lex talking. Lex like, but I'm talking though. She asked me the question. So then she breaks down how Biggie was being messy when they went out the country. I will say Biggie was on one. I remember her going live on TikTok, going live on Instagram, popping it, making fun of Dolly, making fun of Lex, making fun of Summer. So it's like all that is gonna come back to you, Biggie. Like I don't know, she thought the girls were gonna forget or something like that. Like it's all gonna come back. So I was just surprised, Lex was still holding that grudge, and she better be glad she didn't get her that first few episodes. But that reunion, I think she felt was enough. Okay, here comes Bahati. Okay, and then TT. They asked Dolly, they're like, "Who you think should go home?" She like, "Man, I think Ivory, ET." And they like, "TT, who you think should go home?" She like, "I think Tasiki." I said, "Oh, I thought Tasiki was going to fly over that chair and sock her. I gagged. I said, wow, like the girls are bold this season. I just couldn't believe it. She was like, if they don't squabble, I feel like they should go home. And she mentions her versus like Egypt. This is what bothers me a little bit with Tasiki. It's like there's certain people that she'll like get into it with that I don't feel like for example, the situation with Jelly Bean, that was so unnecessary to me. But you were quick to sock her. But with Egypt, oh, y'all talked it out, boo, 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 boo. Like, that's the stuff that to me is like, come on now. Like, really? I don't know. Like, that's the stuff I noticed, to be honest. Now, let's talk confessionals. Dolly, this is why we love Dolly, okay? She gives a production. That lemonade stand. Ron made that Gucci Mane song, okay? Okay, that lemonade stand was everything. Everything. Okay. When I tell y'all everything, I couldn't believe it. Right? She had that lemonade stand with the yellow. I love that. I'm telling y'all, like Dolly is about like two looks away from being on Drag Race or designing for Drag Race, styling for Drag Race, because she just knows what she's doing. Okay. And then Bahati had the Don Julio with the hair inside of it pouring into the cup. I like that. That was creative as well, but I prefer Dolly's over it. I feel like that gave like very much like 90s type hip vibes, which I wasn't mad at it. Now, I will say Neeks, I wasn't really too much feeling it. Like it gave like Disney. Y'all remember them Disney shows when they used to like, let's say they get thrown into the garbage bin and then they come out the garbage bin with all the trash on them. That cup all up in her hair, I wasn't too much feeling it. Like it was cute a little bit, but not really. Like I just know Jocelyn somewhere just laughing at her, like, look at this bitch, Nick. I told you that bitch was a drunk. She has all them cups in her hair because that bitch cannot stop drinking that alcohol. You smell it on her breath. You smell it on her pussy. Like, this is why I call her a drunk. Like, I just don't like and didn't like all the cups everywhere. Like, I don't know. It was a little bit messy for me. Then here come Amber. Amber come in so quick. You would have thought the girl was freaking had to pee. She just walked in, walks in, walks out. And then Dolly like, man, where you going, man? Where you going, man? That bitch scared, man. That bitch scared Amber. Amber, that Amber scared, man. My whole thing is, Why did Amber end up doing that? Like that was so weird to me. Like I never see somebody walk in the scene and like walk back out. I felt like the producers cussed her out, like, "Hey, you better get back in there. We didn't pay all this money for you to come up in here and half step." Okay. So she's like, "Tell me when they ready. Tell me when they ready." I will say she does have a point because with all the online stuff happening, the girls pay attention to it. So it's like the girls that she was calling out or like having beef with, like they knew she was calling them out. They knew she was having beef with them. So the fact that like they weren't like saying anything, even addressing her was sort of like it was a little crazy. Like they just kind of let her do that. I'm not saying they had to get up and run up on her, but just be like, "What's your problem? Like, why you keep, saying the stuff online?" Because Amber was doing a lot of like saying slick stuff online about Tasiki, saying stuff about Lex, saying stuff about Rolly. Uh, who else? Summer. Like it was just a whole bunch of people she was talking stuff about. Like it was like she was doing a similar stuff that she was doing to pressure. So then they bring Egypt and Neek and they make her walk back in with Neek, right? So then that's when Tasiki sort of like gets up because Dolly like, "Man, who you got beef with?" "Oh, Tasiki." Tasiki starts taking off her jacket. You could tell Tasiki didn't really want to do it to Amber. She did not want to do it to her. Okay. But Amber was ready. Amber juking and juking. She juking and juking. But y'all know how Tasiki do. Tasiki hit her with Tasiki got a few punches in, but those few punches did impact. Okay. Because immediately after that happens, Amber gets to bleeding. Face crack. Literally. Okay. Not a fracture, but a crack. Okay. So they take Amber away because her face at this point is leaking. Tasiki's like she didn't really want to do it to her because she saw like the fear in her, she claims. She said she smelt it and it was too late for her to back out. I wouldn't say that. I feel like she said all that stuff online, so she had no choice, in my opinion, but to do what she did. Like you had no choice but to say what you were gonna do, or else the fandom was gonna like call you out. Because if she was scared, she wouldn't have said nothing to her. Like she didn't have to beef with Tasiki. If we're gonna be honest, she had like way more other girls on there on the cast to like get into it with. So ET ends up coming out. Ivory ends up coming out. Ivory at this point, this season, she's on 10. She like, "Oh, nobody's running phase. What are we really doing here? Whatever." The season 8-ish when they start talking about nobody running phase. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's starting to be honest, Baddies is now high. It's a high class South Central Baddies. It's just South Central Baddies with a budget. That's all that it is. If we're gonna be honest, they just have a budget. They have a big budget. That's it. But besides that, squabbles and a budget, straight up, and performances. Let's not forget, and good fashions too. It's good fashions, right? So ET stand there, whatever. Dolly like, "Man, let's get it to it, ET. You can't hear using my name in cloud, bitch. Let's get it popping." They start getting into it. Both of them snatch their wigs off. At this point, if I was a hairstylist for the Baddies, I would low key charge extra because I know that I'm working for nothing. You're gonna put my hairpiece on, and it's gonna be taken off in a quick millisecond. Which, by the way, I gotta address this. Somebody in my comments been trying to troll me, talking about I got a hairpiece. I cannot wait to drop the hair transplant vlog because y'all got me messed up. Y'all really think I'll be sit up here and put a piece on when I could have been did that years ago? Why now? Y'all crazy as a mother. Whoever's saying that, please, talking about, "Oh, it don't look natural on both sides." Man, y'all, I think I'm gonna just drop it this week, child, because y'all got me messed up all the way, girl. Because bitch, oh, not too much, not too entire much. Okay. After that ends up happening, they start getting into it. They barely let them even squabble. Like before they even like pull them apart, it looked like to me Dolly was gonna take that W, if we're gonna be honest. And then we end up seeing Tavy pull up with Diamond, which was very surprising. And then Tinka. Okay, it's so many girls this season. I'm starting to forget the girls was on this season. I forgot Tinka was on this season for a little bit. I forgot Tavy was on this season for a little bit. If we're gonna be honest. Now Tavy looks really great with that what I call WAP inspired confessional. Okay. With the hat and the hat on the side with the pink. You ate that up, Tavy. Okay, shout out to Tavy for that. She really ate that up. Okay, now Ivory at this point wants her lit back from Tavy. I feel like Ivory fighting Tavy is overkill. You know you could whip that old lady. Stop fighting that old lady. That's where Ivory loses me. You act like that damn lady talked about your kid. She talked about your parents or something. Like that energy needs to be saved for pressure. She put up on your mama. Like Tavy ain't even do all that much. She gonna put a blunt in her mouth to try to fight Tavy. And I'm like, really? Really? I don't know. Like, I just feel like when it comes to some of the certain beefs, it's sometimes it's overkill. Like, that's one of the beefs to me that's overkill. Like, regardless of what Tavy did, she didn't do too much. She really didn't. Like, I watched that whole situation go down. Like, Tavy addressed it, don't get me wrong, but like she didn't like, oh, I'm gonna tear Ivory, I'm gonna like pressure was doing, or like Dolly was doing. Like, no, it wasn't like that. So I just feel like in certain situations, Ivory sometimes does get bullied, but y'all not gonna ever call it out because that's Big Ivory. Let me know what y'all think about that because, like I said, I just feel like it's a little bit of bullying to me. But hey, so Tavy ends up going to the bathroom. She ends up going into Amber's bathroom to be exact. Amber at this point is trying to hide her split. My whole thing is, I feel like Amber was running this situation. Girl, we know you got split. The camera caught you in 4K leaking, girl. What you hiding for? Like, I'm confused. As if it's like it's gonna make us think that you were not bleeding because we didn't see the aftermath. We saw because we didn't see the actual splitting itself. We saw the aftermath of the blood. So at this point, it's like, who really cares about you being in the bathroom? So Tavy going off, show yo, son, I'm so sick of her, son. Yo, the beef not even that deep, yo. Come on, son. Come on, this bitch biking, yo. Her neck wide as ever. She like, her neck is white as ever, yo. So she just like, she tripping. So I guess Amber was trying to close the door. She already closed the door in Biggie face. So then when Tavy tried to like get out, she tried to close the door in her face. So boom, she closed the door in her face or whatever. Let that damn Tavy turn around and said, boop. They start swinging at each other. They bop, 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 bop. They start swinging at each other, whatever. And next thing you know, we end up seeing them getting into it. Y'all, this is what bothered me. It's the blood. Y'all are at this point mixing blood. I hope the girls get tested. Like, and I know they don't. I just don't really like that stuff. Like, y'all make like Baddies is a biohazard. Biohazard USA. Cause why is y'all fighting? Both of y'all fighting with open wounds and both of y'all leaking. One of y'all blood gonna get somewhere in y'all open wound. No shade. And that is not the tea. I'm sorry. I value my health over money any day. I don't give a crap how much you paying, babes. I want to be alive, as you talking about. Them in the bathroom or whatever. And to be honest, it looked like it was gonna be like pretty even because they were both like throwing them blows or whatever. They go back to our side. Then we see Henry and Bahati start getting into it. They fighting or whatever. After that, Neek tries to get Bahati's wig, and then we get a pan shot of Bahati's ass. Bahati, why is your butt always ashy? Do they not have lotion? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and they keep showing it too. Like, the camera just keeps zooming into it. I just kept looking at Bahati butt. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could get a mean sponsorship deal with Jergens, Aveeno, Nivea, because it's just like her butt is just always ashy, and it's always that one left ass cheek. You feel me? Like, it's just like it looks like somebody took some flour and just said, "Poof," and just blew it on her. Right? So I guess Neek was trying to look out for her friend and get her wig, but in the midst of that, she ends up hitting Emery. And then that's when TT decides to have Henry back and it gets into it with Neek. That damn TT, oh my God, that's one to watch. That's a monster. That's a little monster right there. The way she was low key socking the hell out of Neek, I was kind of gaggy. Like, she kind of took Neek through there. These not these cabaret girls no more that you squabbling no more, Neek. You're not fighting Danny and Drea, which are easy little W's. Okay, you fighting some monsters. Next thing you know, we end up seeing Tavy. I don't know whose security she got through, But she caught Amber lacking, girl. Amber was somewhere fixing herself. That damn Tavy went up in there and just started socking her something nasty, girl. And y'all, another person who was getting socked was that Samoan nigga. Oh my God. What's up with Zeus? What's up with Zeus and the Samoan niggas? Why y'all be hiring these Samoan niggas to get them taken through there? I feel like it's a torture ritual at this point. Because the way that they was spinning that Samoan nigga through there, I felt like he was in the middle of the squad. I'm talking about he was getting tossed and turned like he was in a dishwasher. Okay? Do you hear me? Like he was getting literally like, oh, it was really bad. I felt bad. I felt really bad. It was really, really bad, y'all. Like I couldn't believe my eyes when I seen that. I said, wow, like they are taking that man through there. It's to the point the cameraman had to start yelling for help, girl. Talking about security, security, where's security at? Where's security at? Okay. And they finally got security to somewhat assist them. They really needed security for the security guard. We didn't need security for the girls, child. We needed security for the security guard because he was the one taking more of the brunt of the punches. The security guards is better than me. You're not about to hit me more than what's me when I get irritated. Like, anyways, we see pressure come in, big shades and all. She doesn't even take them off. She ends up squabbling DTB, which I feel like DTB at this point has lost all her fighting inhibitions. She's just there for the plot, if we're gonna be honest. She gets into it with pressure like once, gets into it with her twice. Pressure sort of getting her. Both of them neither really could squabble like that, but if we're gonna give it to somebody, we're gonna have to really give it to pressure. Okay, if we're gonna be honest, right? And then at the end, we end up seeing her get into it with DTB again, and then we see Bahati sort of like sneak in, and that kind of ended the episode. Okay, once again, I feel like the show has entirely lost its plot. We're not really doing anything but performing and squabbling. Gone Wild is way far better because at least they're all in one home and they're actually getting to know each other and personality types versus just meeting up off of social media beef, aka South Central Baddies. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.